It's me, I'm Leah. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we are cooking Tatin tart.
Tatin.
Today we are cooking Tatin tart. It's a pretty easy recipe that can be done using staples from your pantry. So if you come with me, I'll show you how to cook it.
Add 300 grams of sugar or 1.5 cups. I recommend you use white sugar for this recipe. Then add 90 milliliters or 1/3 of a cup of water and the juice of half a lemon. I'm once again using my Thermomix to make the caramel, but then I'll transfer it to my non-sticking pan. You can directly make it on your non-sticking pan. I like to use the Thermomix because that way I don't have to worry about the caramel burning while I peel the apples. This step is pretty simple. You just have to peel all the apples, then we'll slice them and remove their cores. While slicing the apples, we can also make sure that no ugly spots are left. Then we can cut each apple slice in quarters. These quarters should be somewhat regular, and once they are all cooked, we can reserve them until the caramel is ready. Now you can place a pan onto the stove and transfer the caramel into the pan. To make the caramel directly on a pan, you can skip this step. We are going to transfer the cut apples onto the caramel with the pan at medium heat. Don't worry if it seems like you have overdone it with the apples. Keep in mind they will reduce while cooking. So now place the lid on and let it cook for about 20 minutes to half an hour, stirring occasionally to make sure it doesn't stick. Remember to keep your stove at medium heat, otherwise the caramel will burn and it won't taste good. Once the apples are cooked through, you can turn the heat off and let them cool for about half an hour. They should look something like this.
This recipe is done with puff pastry. For sake of time, I'm using one that I bought on the supermarket, but if you're interested, I can show you how to make it too.
So now we can take our puff pastry out of the wrapper and place it on top of the apples. Tuck the edges in, making sure they don't stick to the borders of the pan. And once you finish tucking in the borders, you can preheat the oven to 390 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius, or the temperature that the manufacturer indicates on the wrapper. Now, crack one medium egg and beat it. Make sure it's well beaten. Then, using a cooking brush, you can lightly paint the dough. This is just so the dough will take this toasted color. Once you have completed this step, take a fork and prick the dough lightly, just to make sure it won't raise too much. Once your oven is preheated, you can put inside the pan and set the timer for the time indicated on the wrapper, or as a standard guide, you can put 20 minutes and keep watching it until it's toasted and puffy. It's all done. Doesn't it look amazing? We are going to take it out of the oven and place it on a cooling rack. Use a lid or a larger plate than the baking dish and flip it over. Remember, this is the most risky step, so be careful.
So I really hope you like this recipe, and if you do, let me know and tag me on social media. Until next time, and remember, put some Mediterranean flavor in your lives.